And we are rolling on the first day of October, part 2 of our report on communicating respect. As we were so rudely interrupted, we were hearing Dot tell us about the good, and he was about to tell us about the bad.
So the bad, when I realized that somebody would ignore me when I tried to repeat the mantra in my head, I respect you, and they would just completely blow me off, I started to get annoyed. Seeing as, I put this effort in, and they just decided to completely blow me off. Even when I did notice that they noticed me saying, I respect you in my head. That was the worst part of this whole entire experience. But the ugly came when I was coming out of the Comm, which is the athletic training facility on Bruin Walk. And I walk down and I see a group of girls and I say, I just decided to do the mantra in my head. I respect you. In my head, I look at them, shake my hand, and do how we were taught in class. They immediately approached me. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I don't really mind them approaching me. I was like, oh, this could be a great opportunity for them to start a conversation. I say hi, I introduce myself. They introduce themselves. This seems like it's going to be a great start to a conversation. Next thing I know, they are bombarding me with the religion of God and how they should share their grace with me. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, I don't mind that. I'm a religious person. It's not an issue for me. But then after I respectfully decline, they continue telling me, oh, you should be more interested. You should blah, 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 this and that. They continue to bombard me with information that I've already said no to. After a while, they're like, can we have your number so we can continue talking to you about this information? And I say, respectfully, no. They continue asking me. I just decide to give them a fake number and continue on with my day. Unfortunately, I had to break the respectfulness that I was trying to, portray to them. But what I've learned from this experience is that, even though you are respectful to people and you are ignored more than you are acknowledged, when you are accepted and respected back, it's a great way to have acceptance from your surrounding peers. And that's what I've learned from this experience. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know what the time was because of the time lapse. Where are we? We're here, right?
Me?
Yes. What'd you like?
Hi, I'm Nava.
Hi, Nava.
Hi. I just liked your speech overall. You presented it very well and you seemed very comfortable. And you kind of were laughing at your own story, which was also really good. Good job.
And where are we going next? I guess here, improvement. Right.
Just one thing to add that was really good, like your voice is really loud, but you project very well. The only thing I would improve on is maybe not like swaying so much, or just like everyone else's, and like all the time. But other than that, it was really good.
Okay, yeah. Dot, sorry for the interruption. You handled it nicely with nice grace. You need to, in the future, have a poem, a quote, a story, a joke, or a rhetorical question. You started with some observations about, basically people are digitized up and entertained up and sunglassed over and pretty much excluded from contact from the world. That was a good observation. That was a good, and if that was going to be your first observation, then I would have liked to have seen you go back to the sunglasses and let's throw off those evil earplugs and so forth. On the good, you talked about, that when you tried it and you got the positive response back, that it was desirable, and so that was positive. On the bad, I warned you would be ignored, and that's for the most part what happens. But remember, Dot, this is for your benefit, so you get in the habit of being respectful at all times and repeating the mantra as often as you can. As far as walking out of Acosta, whatever that is, and meeting a group of girls who were Jesus freaks who wanted to convert you, and even though you told them you were a Christian, wanted to convert you further and wouldn't take no for an answer. It sounds like an absolutely awful, disrespectful interaction when they wouldn't respect your no, and I think you handled it as graciously as possible by finally giving them a fake number and getting out of the situation without getting mad. But this is the times when you really have to be patient and repeat your mantra. But there used I don't know if they're still around anymore, but on campus on Bruin Walk there used to be a group called Hare Krishna. Are they still around? Hare Krishnas, are they still around? Yeah, they used to be real avid, real like get in your face and buy our book and come and get our free meal, and they were really intense. And then what you learned was, well done. The only thing I'd be looking for would be a tie back. Watch the sway. Don't get out of the habit of having your hand in your pocket. Always have your hands by your side ready to gesture. Did a good job. Thank you. Okay, do we have time for one more? Yes, we do. Okay, we'll do one more. Actually, we don't have time. Well, okay, so we'll try to make it happen. Okay, but I have to adjust the camera for you. Wow. Okay, that way a little bit, yeah. Okay, good. Okay. Manage attention, communicate respect, finding for lives in front of the sun, say your name, feel love. Start your speech.
Hi, my name's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
So today I want to tell you guys about the experiment that I've conducted over the past few days regarding communicating respect non-verbally. And I like to think of myself as someone that's always respectful towards people, but once you actually are conscious of it, I found that in certain situations it was really hard to remain respectful. And I have 3 experiences that are good, bad, ugly. And the first good one is actually about my 6-hour shift at work, which you wouldn't think was a good experience. And my bad is with an interaction I had with my friend from school. And the ugly is actually an interaction I had with my dad in the weekend. And so the first one was my good experience. I was going to work from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. on Friday night, so I wasn't looking forward to that in the beginning, but before I went into work, I came in with a mindset that I was gonna communicate respect non-verbally to everyone I encountered, whether it was customers or coworkers. And I came in, and within 2 hours, my 2 separate coworkers asked me, why are you in such a good mood? Like, why are you being nice to everyone? And I told them, I'm always like this. It was just, I guess, I was more attentive. I was smiling at everyone, making sure everyone got their order. I work at Cafe 1919, by the way, so it gets really busy and it's hard. And yeah. By the end of my shift, even though it was a 6-hour shift, it was I was in a good mood, and it was a first for me from working there. And a bad experience that I had was with my friend from here. My friend Vanessa and I were scheduled to do tabling at Bruin Walk from 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. By 11 a.m. we were so tired, and against the chairperson's orders, we left Bruin Walk. She found out, and she went off on a rant on us, on our group meet that we had, and she was very attacking and insensitive, and right away I just didn't want to deal with her. But we had a meeting like 2 hours after that, so I knew I had to interact with her. I was going to go into the meeting not really paying attention to her or anything, because I was still upset over the group me message that she put. But I thought about the mantra. I said, I respect you. I ended up having a conversation with her. She was still upset, but I looked her in the eyes. I saw her point of view. And by the end of it, our conversation ended amicably, which was a pretty good thing, I think, in my part. And the ugly actually happened over the weekend. I decided to go back home because I still needed to get some essentials. Within 30 minutes of going home, my dad started asking me questions like, why are you always out? How come you're always sleeping? And it was really uncalled for because I had just gotten there and I was hungry. I was sleep deprived, so I wasn't always sleeping. And but I kept my eye contact. I remained calm, and I guess he didn't expect that. And then he started threatening me, saying, "Oh, I'm not going to help you pay for school anymore, or I'm going to take away your car." We have a really complicated relationship, and it was really upsetting. So I just didn't talk to him for the rest of the weekend, and I don't know what I'm gonna do the next time I go home. So yeah, and so what I learned 3 things. One, it can be really hard to communicate nonverbal respect when it's not reciprocated to you. 2, once you put effort into it, though, I feel like it becomes easier, hence my work shift. And 3, regardless of any outcomes where it was like with my dad or with my friend, I think you should always respect people non-verbally because it just sets the tone for the interaction, how it's going to end up. And
Thank you. Jay, can you pull that door shut, please? Okay, where are we? Somewhere over here? Yes, please.
I'm William.
Hi, William.
And what I liked about your stories is that both if they were concrete, you gave in-depth descriptions of each of them. And I also liked how they were unique, especially your first one, because we've heard a lot of stories about showing respect to service workers, but we haven't really heard any stories about from the other perspective.
It's a good point from the other side. Improvement.
Hi, I'm Giovanna.
Hi, Giovanna.
So, like Lynn said, I really like your stories because they're really different than most of ours. And so, yeah, they're really unique. And maybe the only thing I would improve is like the likes and and kind of like the swaying around, which we all do. But other than that, it was really good.
Those are good thoughts. Thank you, Giovanna. Those are good thoughts. And watch yourself on YouTube tonight and see the likes and when you practice aloud, have somebody raise their hand to try to get you to stop that. I like that your fellow workers noticed the change in you. That's good. The brew and walk rant, it's better to criticize people in private, not in public. They lose face. So I think she really needs to learn something about leadership, because it's never good to yell at somebody in front of others. It's just not a good leadership tactic. And finally, with your dad, were you... I hope my experiment won't cause you to have to drop out of school, but were you saying I respect you, and were you silent because of the experiment?
yeah, I was. Most of the time we end up bickering, so I don't know if he thought...
Okay, but you can still say I respect you and be saying things, but still say I respect you in a respectful way. Anyway, overall you did a nice job, but watch the the fillers, but you did a nice job. Thank you. Okay, our time is up. Return with honor.
Are we doing like introduction speech first?
Yeah, introduction speeches next time. Thank you.
Study buddy.
Call them up.
Okay.
Can I have that roll sheet, please? Yeah, call them up. Email them. Go over to their dorm.
Hi, can we turn in our self-evaluation?
What do you think? I'm going to give you class time to do that? Keep dreaming. Yeah?
Turn in our self-evaluation room.
When the next time you speak?
Hi, I was 10 minutes late. I live like 2 hours away, and
What a tragedy.
and I left like 4 hours prior, and I was still like 15 minutes late.
Yeah,
so
okay.
just wanted to-
What's your name? Are you on here?
No, I didn't
Yeah.
know there was a sheet. Sorry. Were there
Where do you
sheets
live?
in Rancho Cucamonga?
Where's that?
It's in the Inland Empire,
Never
by
heard of it.
Ontario. I was
Cucamonga.
here last week, but I never got the roll sheet.
I didn't have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Okay.
Hi.
Will you guard my camera while I go get the handout for today? Just watch it.
Do we need to turn this in?
Next time you speak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And also, there's like, on. I need to turn something online.
Right? I mean, nothing else. Just a reading,
If
right?
there is, sure I love to.
Oh,
Okay.
just looked like it was just a reading. And what is the class for design?
I don't know.
I just wanted to get her and she and he
I don't know. But the syllabus was kind of like confusing. It's like,
a lot of content.
yeah.
A lot of content. Oh, make her up. So I think let me see it, and if I like it, and then say it. It's a small.
Okay, so here it is.
Yeah.
Today is this day. Then what is this? I think we might have to, I think maybe a few people might speak. That's like the demo. Hey, but you're in this debate class. You have experience with me. Yeah. Are we presenting today from the camera?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. One second. Hello? Sorry? Yes. Going towards here. Yes. Great, thank you. Bye. Are we seeing something? What would we see?
I don't know, the camera's kind of scaring everybody.
Oh. Yeah, okay, probably are speaking then. I don't really know, to be honest. Yeah, he didn't say anything about feeling sick.
Right. Because I see a camera set up, and like, yeah, I almost want to see this too. That's what I thought, there was something to, I was in my last class, but I thought there was something to do from what I saw. Emailed him. So I just brought him. Yeah, no, we're all like one page like report. Oh, because, yeah. Oh, then I don't know what that is. I think what you're talking about is we do have to write like a brief and one of these like projects. There's one of the models. Where was that? He gave it to us. I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it. I clicked on all of them and I didn't see it. But today, it says on the
Oh, immigration.
I hope we don't have to get
You got 2 days.
I left my house at 7 a.m. to get to the practice test.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Got there at 10:30. Missed the beginning. I was reading
You
Comm.
went, you walked in with awkward as fuck.
Well, I called Sam. I was like, should I still come? He's like, yeah, it'll still be helpful. So I go and I open and they had like only been doing like 7 minutes on the first section for this reading Comm. And so I open it and I look at it and I just start crying. Because he's like, your score is probably going to be bad because you weren't here for the full time. So I just sit there and do it. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, one like reading presents outside popular. I haven't heard. Like this is basically there's some guy on YouTube, right? And he just does the same proctoring that Sam would do, except it's on YouTube and you do it at home. Wait, no. Freaking outside pencil.
Where?
In your hand.
Oh, yeah.
I have like so many.
I'm so excited for it to be over.
I'm doing it in December.
No one in my class is like taking it.
Really?
The last test and the last class had like 800.
Well, that's good.
Why is that good?
That like makes me more like
Is your girlfriend taking it?
yeah, she's taking it to the
Oh, it's October. It is October. Aren't you worried about the rolling in Michigan? Does it talk anything about where? No.
it's not as bad as it was before because there's like way less options now than it was
Oh,
before.
not like religion. I was just curious what.
I mean,
Because I was like next week.
are you serious? You're going to
No, I go to my dad's wedding, but
that sounds fun.
I'm so excited to go to like one pro.
You already visited NYU. You just
But I
didn't go
never,
inside.
yeah, I'm so against it when I was institutional. No, I went to
So that's why I thought.
Oh, you did?
We snuck in.
But no,
Because I thought
Okay, say you
I know a
go.
little bit about like that. That's why.
No, I'm meeting with the. And I never went to one.
Our house has
The worst is when people know we're not allowed to do it. I'm so
No.
I think it feels new.
I know a lot of people that do. I think it's
So I'm
very
an
easy.
I'm an in. So I assume
I've noticed that when it's
the city that
I do so much better
incarcerating
Yeah.
when it's actually
Tomorrow I'm getting a massage.
I think was like.
yeah, go mess with
Today I'm studying a lot. What else can I do?
The criminal systems.
Don't, yeah, just go ahead and he's right about that because
I don't know how to argue
It
that
was so bad.
because like this,
Trying it.
did you grade it? Oh, you didn't do
No, I
that at all?
didn't take it. I was like, should I go to the library and take it myself? And he was like, I don't think it's productive for you. Like, you're here, where do you need to do it?
overcrowding for them.
He looked at me so
His
funny when I
answers are
was
sometimes so hard, like, you don't know. I feel like he says everything right, you know what I mean? But the thing is that you gotta sometimes be your, like, answer, because sometimes when you answer somebody, you don't really, yeah.
Like, he kept saying, you can always increase by 20 points if you take it again. And I was like, I don't understand, like, this is a one shot there. I'm like, I'll never do this again. I'm not aware.
Yeah,
I'm
she's,
so miserable. My whole life.
yeah, that's the way she feels, she just wants to be over it. Oh, you guys are the same?
Well, there's like a did you
Well,
get a picture?
you guys might have the same room. And there might be just one room actually. If there's not like a big.
I'm also just worried about the fact that my teacher gave me single keys.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's really for a crash. Like, What do they think? So like, some people are doing that in the bathroom, like it's not okay.
Yeah, I remember reading that. I thought that was crazy.
I'm just doing something.
Hello, everybody. Is Austin here? The zip file wasn't open, so we're going to use the old version, the black and white. Could you put the resolution on the board right there? These are the arguments that you'll hear today on the debate, and we'll have a vote at the end, and so take some notes and see if you'll defend your decision and say why you voted for which team, be it. I'll give you the names in just a moment. I won't tell you who won the debate in real life. I'll let you decide. A little more air. You push that out a little bit more to get more air in. Yeah, good man. Hard, huh? Thank you for guarding the camera.
You're welcome.
Anybody else need one?
Did everyone get the flow sheet?
Here's
Yeah,
the
can you-
extra.
Thank you. Can you give access to any stragglers that may come in? Thank you. So lower the window, lower the blinds just halfway. Yeah, no, you're not you. You're just halfway, so you still have air. Just half. I'll tell you when to stop. Stop. Yeah. The other way. Oh. Should be good. Is this still recording? Oh. Okay.